This video is powered by BetUS. There's no Bears football today as we play Monday night against the Vikings, but that doesn't mean there aren't things to root for across the NFL today. I wanted to cover what teams to root for that could help the Bears draft's positioning, even if we win. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Currently, the Bears are slated to have the number 9 overall pick in next year's draft. On top of that, thanks to the Panthers trade last year, we're also in line to receive their second rounder and have 3 picks currently slated in the top 50 of next year's draft. Another huge offseason is coming up for the Bears. As always, I will be rooting for the Bears to win, but also keeping an eye on their draft position as well. Today, the number one thing to root for is a Panthers loss. Having one final pick from Carolina gives us a rare opportunity to root against another team while also helping our draft position. After this season, we will not own any more picks from the Panthers, and if they're smart, they'll probably never trade with Ryan Poles again. But to be honest, I've enjoyed every single bit of rooting against the Panthers, and it will continue for 4 more games. Every Panthers loss helps out our second round pick, but I will say I will be rooting for Bryce Young and the Panthers to turn things around next season. But let's take a moment to thank BetUS for sponsoring today's video. It's not too late to use promo code YouTube150 to take advantage of the 150% match bonus on your first deposit. Details are on the screen. BetUS is my sportsbook and casino. Okay, now let's talk about who to root for today. First up, the 5-win teams, the Cowboys, the Bengals, and the Saints. Currently, the Bears are in place to pick in the top 10, but that's mostly because of a 7-game losing streak. This team started out 4-2, but have not won a game since October 13th in London. And while the Bears' schedule does not let up the rest of the year, I still believe we will not end this season on an 11-game losing streak. We simply have too much talent on this roster, and for that reason, I still want us to end up getting as high of a draft pick as possible. If the Cowboys, Bengals, and Saints all win another game, then the Bears could win another game and still pick in the top 10. But then there are also the 3-win teams behind us that could move our pick even higher, and the 6-win teams as well. So it's a bit convoluted and kind of a mess when figuring out what other teams to root for, but that's why I'm here to help. As far as today goes, the number one most important game when it comes to our draft position today is the Dallas Cowboys beating the Carolina Panthers. We are rooting for the Cowboys to win, as it would not only help our own pick, but also the second rounder we get from Carolina as well. A rare win-win. Go Cowboys. Next up, I'm rooting for the Saints to upset the Commanders and the Bengals to beat the Titans. A Titans win, however, could end up helping us, but they would need to win at least one more game after today. And then a couple less important games but could still help. I'm rooting for the Dolphins to beat the Texans and the Colts to beat the Broncos. And then a couple other games where either team could help us out. It kind of depends how the rest of the season shakes out. The Patriots and the Cardinals and the Jets and Jags. But then I also wanted to talk about something that has nothing to do with our draft pick. I'll always be rooting for a Packers loss. They play tonight on Sunday Night Football against the Seahawks. And then finally, as far as our pick from the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's looking for sure to be a 6th-rounder. Justin Fields would need to play this week and start the last 3 games of the season for us to even have a chance at the 4th-rounder. The Steelers won that trade. However, the Bears are currently in position to enter this offseason with 3 picks in the top 45 selections. That's more than we've had in any draft in a long time, in any of Ryan Poles' drafts as well. We did have 2 picks in the top 10 this year, but our next pick didn't come until number 75. So to me, Ryan Poles has positioned this team in a perfect position to continue building around our franchise quarterback, Caleb Williams. I'm still extremely excited about this team's future, and I'm ignoring the clickbait rumors about Ryan Poles. Remember to root for the Cowboys as well as the Bengals and Saints today, and I'll update us more next week. Stay tuned. I have a ton of content on the way. Remember to hit that like button for me. Quick shout out to BetUS for sponsoring today's video. Stay tuned. Remember to hit that like button for me. And until next time, bear down.